Your host Danny, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. City's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Danny, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. City's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Andy, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so live.
Hi, I'm Sophia from South Mountain Creamery, and you're watching Good Morning Frederick.
Oh, good morning, Frederick. Today is Monday, September 23rd. I'm your host, Danny Gurry. It is a Monday for sure. I had a big weekend and and my system that I live stream from has made a bunch of updates. And so that has made me a little discombobulated as well. I should have looked through this a little earlier, but I didn't. And so now, you get what you get. Hopefully it all works out. All right, let's talk about what is happening on the show today, because goodness knows it'll be a good one, I promise. It's Monday. All right, Bob Miller and Chris Michaels from WFMD's Morning News Express with local news, weather, and sports. They may be in or not. Oh, I think, is he in already? Is he just testing it? Chris Michaels is in already. Goodness gracious. All right, I don't know why. If he wants to come on early, maybe I might get him on. All right, we're going to talk about what's happening in Frederick with our events this week and into the weekend. We've got Damaris Jackson. She's talking about all the youth entrepreneur opportunities that there are. Right now, there's an opportunity for kids to get a grant for $5,000 for a youth business. I love it. Kimberlyn Cahill from Life's Work Yoga will be here as well. And we've got Possum Pets, Bo and Meatball, bonded kitties, adorable. That is sponsored by Pet and Home Care. Want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're at 926 subscribers. Just need 74 more. And we've got 7 days to do it. I need your help. We wanted 1,000 by September. We're very, very close. There are over 1,000 videos on our YouTube channel. You can go back and watch as many as you like, especially some of the segments you might have enjoyed or people that we interviewed. Please go back and have a look through, but please also ask a friend or two to subscribe. Let's get that 1,000th subscriber in the next 7 days. And if you just joined us, thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for checking in. And if you're like, hey, what is this show all about? Well, it's all about you, Frederick. The people, the community, the happenings. It really does showcase our town in the best light. And I love it. Even on a rainy, cloudy day like today, Frederick is still the best place to be. All right. And you see our Christmas Cash for Kids total in a week or so. We're going to get our September update. Proceeds from all the Good Morning Frederick merch that is sold at the Everything Frederick store, or the home of Everything Frederick at the shop. All the proceeds are donated to a nonprofit, and this time it is Christmas Cash for Kids. And if you're in the car and you want to listen to the show, you can do that on the podcast. Find us on Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeart, and other platforms. Speaking of nonprofits, because that was one of the passion projects of doing this show, we are currently helping Sleep in Heavenly Peace. I just got, Susie Turner gave me about 5 quilts, and my order from JCPenney's came in, and I got 6 sheet sets and 1 full comforter sheet set. So there was a lot on clearance, and because of some of the donations you guys gave, I was able to get all of that. I'm happy to shop for you. You can utilize those codes, Venmo, Zelle, PayPal, Cash App, to get me money. You should be able to screenshot from the screen. If not, I should put my, it's really just Danny Gurry. If you need the actual code, I'm happy to send it across. Just text me on the text line, the 888-465-2944. Anyway, shop is open Thursdays to Sundays if you want to drop off a purchase. And we are doing this collection through the 30th, which is 1 week from today. All right. Here we go. Oh, well, we'll talk about prizes in just a minute because the boys are here. Let's get let's get the show opened, and then we'll bring them right on. Good Morning Frederick is sponsored by We Help You Move, whether you're moving across the street or across the country. Nicholas and his team of moving experts make the whole thing easy. We Help You Move is veteran-owned and a great supporter of our Frederick community. WeHelpYouMove.com. All right, let's see what's happening in local news, weather, and sports. We're going to bring on Bob and Chris. I love it. Thank you. Look, I love boy.
Yeah, man, I'm loving the hat.
Loving the hat. We have a hat day. I almost had a hat day today. Oh boy, how are you?
I'm good. I would have showed you the tumbler, the mug, but my wife took it with her.
I should have given you 2.
That's why you need 2 like I have, Bob.
Yeah, she's like, you mean the one you forgot to give me?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. So good seeing everybody. They're at the Great Frederick Fair.
What a week!
Yeah, and then of course I got the honors on Wednesday, thanks to Chris and Mike Banks and everybody who put that together. That
was awesome. You got on the front page of the paper and everything,
right? That was a great article. I mean, I was very happy with that. So
yeah.
Usually in the past, they used to say, and Ryan and I were talking about this on as he was interviewing me, that the paper and the radio, as you know, didn't used to get along, and it would always say a local media source.
Well, for some radio stations, it still doesn't get along, but that's okay. It's all good.
Oh well, but we're in good graces now, so it's good, and I got the swag, and we're looking good. And it didn't get me stopped at TSA, so I'm really happy about that.
Yeah, that's good news.
That's because they were all Good Morning Frederick viewers at TSA.
Yeah.
They just let you go through. By the way, good morning,
it.
Bob. I feel like it's been a while since we've seen each other. You look bright and bushy-eyed and very handsome today, my friend.
Yes. Well, you know what? I haven't been on for a week. Chris wouldn't let me go on with him. But he's like, it's all me, it's about me, and I'm like, okay, whatever, dude.
Well, listen,
he was trying out that solo career, but it's nice to have the team back together.
Yeah.
What a week at the Frederick Fair, though. What was your favorite thing last week?
Leaving. No. You know what? I guess obviously always the food is always great, but I think more than anything else, it's just the people who come up and talk to you.
Yeah.
For what we do, and you've been in the radio business and you understand this, that we sit and talk to a microphone and a wall, and we don't get to see the people that we're talking to. And Fair Week gives us a chance to meet the people face to face. Although some of them scary, most of them are beautiful and wonderful, and they all have very kind words to say. Not all. I mean, we had a couple of guys that came up and didn't necessarily agree with us, but it's always very cordial.
Yeah, well, that's okay. That's what's great about this country. Have your opinions,
Right. And I agree, and that is perfect. And the fact, and obviously the thing that happened on Wednesday was pretty special for me as well. So, what about you, Chris?
You missed your opportunity to say your favorite part of the fair was hanging out with me for 5 whole days and eating with me. You missed that opportunity, Bob. But that's what you were thinking. I know. It's okay.
No, I didn't miss that. I just left it out.
We spent 7 hours together, my friend. 3 hours on the air, and
we left it out, Chris.
That's right.
I love it.
Special. I was so glad to be a part of Bob Day on Wednesday. Listen, all joking aside, me and Bob always joke around, but 30 years in one radio station and being the voice of Frederick City is absolutely amazing. It was well deserved, my friend. So glad you had that opportunity.
Thank you very much.
It's great.
Well, Danny, we talked about nothing but one thing today.
Yep.
One thing, nothing. I mean, one thing and one thing only today.
All morning, that was it?
That was it. Can you guess what that might be?
You stole my only news story I had, Bob, today.
Is that it? That's all? That was all that was talked about.
One thing, and that was what the alderman did on Friday, and that is give non-citizens the right to vote in city elections.
Oh, my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
What? Why?
Well, because they said that they live here, they work here, they own homes here, they own businesses here, they have a right to vote. That's what they said. They're reaching out and becoming, more inclusive to give them the right to vote. Yeah.
PG County has done. I mean, it's these other counties are doing the same thing. It's very
hip.
I don't know.
And woke.
So we did a vote, Danny, and I just want to say this. We do these polls on our WFMD Facebook page quite often, okay? And normally you'll get a majority of people who vote a certain way, and you'll get a few people who vote another way. Well, as of right now, we asked, are you for or against the Alderman's Council? And we have 65 people who voted. All 65 said that they are against the Alderman, I guess now called City Council decision. So 100%, 65 who voted so far against it, not one person for it. And of course, the comments say that also on our Facebook page.
Yeah, well, this is local elections. This is why they're so important.
Well, the one thing, and I said this during the show, is that the group of people that don't get to vote now are the people who own property, who pay taxes, but live outside the city of Frederick. They don't have a say in what goes on in the city of Frederick, but a non-citizen now does have a say. And look, I'm not saying that they're not allowed to have any kind of a voice in the community, just not at the ballot box. If they want to go to a meeting and have their voice heard, I think that they should have their voice heard. I just don't think they ought to be able to vote until they become a citizen of the United States of America.
Yeah. Well, that used to be the one thing that was, sacred at being a citizen. Now, what is the benefit of being a citizen of this country?
There is none. So, I mean, I had a friend of mine, and Chris talked about this too. A friend of his. Man, a friend of mine spent tens of thousands of dollars to become a citizen of the United States of America. And one of the things that I remember him telling me was, I get to vote now. And now towards that, I mean, he lives in the city of Frederick. He lives in the city limits. So, what does that mean for him? Anything? Right. No, it just means he spent tens of thousands of dollars, and 4 out of the 5 council people at the alderman, minus Kelly Russell, said, oh, we don't care about what you got to do or what you had to do. We're just going to give it all away to a group of people.
Yeah, my husband's the same. I mean, I became a citizen of Australia. He became a citizen of the United States. Took a long time. It was a long process. And yeah, it's really disconcerting for a lot of those people that did wait their turn and did it the right way.
It's been a really hot topic. Like I said, I mean, the phones were lighting up on today's show. The text messages were lighting up. I mean, the text line, it goes crazy all the time, especially today. I mean, just text after text after text. And unless I'm mistaken, I didn't see anybody in our text line, Bob, correct me if I'm wrong, that was for this on our text line. So
no, I didn't see one either.
We like to hear, your whatever you think out there, your what matters. Let us know over here in Good Morning Frederick. And we always like respectable debate. Listen, it's, if you're for it, then tell us why. If you're against it, tell us why. We'd love to know. So
yeah.
So
I mean, again, I think like what we all say, it's not that we don't appreciate people being here and working and doing what they're doing. There's just, I don't know, there's got to be some benefit to becoming a citizen.
Yeah, and I mean, the cultural aspect of it all, I get all that, and I'm fine with it. Now there is a group out there, they can get this overturned if or at least become a referendum. But they need 15,000 voters in the city of Frederick, which that would be awfully hard to get because I don't think that many of them vote. But there is a petition drive going around. Now, it is very much in the infancy stage. But if you want to send out an email, there's an email address called frederickvoter@gmail.com that can, if you're interested in maybe help getting signatures or becoming, putting a signature down, that's where you need to send it. frederickvoter@gmail.com.
Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. Mm-hmm. Interesting how it went through on a Friday, number one. Number two, right. I'd love to, I think I'd read something a while ago that this was a consideration, but it is very kind of quiet, I thought.
Yeah, I mean, it was very, I know that they have been talking about it. It makes it in the paper, a little blurb here or there about doing that. And the other thing was, the charter committee is looking into this. This is what they're going to do. But it wasn't a big story. There's that I saw, no real public comment until Friday. And then I have a feeling that they just told the people they wanted to tell that was going to be in support of it. There was a few people who are part of politics in Frederick City that were against it that spoke out, but not very many. Yeah,
that's what I mean. I mean, it's not like they really looked to poll the constituents on this. And well,
if they would have polled the constituents, they would have liked the answer that the majority of people gave.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
But they do it anyway, so I don't know.
We're gonna work on Bob and myself. We're gonna work on getting some of the aldermen on, hopefully on the show, and the mayor on the show to kind of talk about their decisions and why they voted for the way they did. So we sent an email out, reached out to them. Hopefully they'll get back with us.
Yeah.
You right?
Yes, we do. We hope that they'll get back with us. Yeah. Fingers crossed.
That's the joke of the day. And toes.
Really cross my fingers, can I?
That's what happens when we get old.
Yeah, right?
Oh, all right. Other than that, is there anything else to report, or that's it?
You stole my thunder, my friend. No, I do have one more news story. An infant child was safely rescued following a vehicle theft on Thursday. That's my biggest fear, and why I always take my kids out of the car whenever I leave the car. I never leave them in the car. But an infant child was safely rescued following a vehicle theft on Thursday night in Frederick. Police say that they responded to the theft in the 1700 block of Harvest Drive at around 9:20 p.m. Authorities say the baby was asleep in the back seat of a Hyundai Elantra when the child's mother went inside to retrieve an item. When she returned, the vehicle was gone. Frederick police provided a description for the vehicle while the victim used the Find My iPhone app to keep track of the Hyundai. A Frederick County Sheriff's deputy said the Maryland State Police located the vehicle at around 9:39 p.m. at 502 East Ridgeville Boulevard in Mount Airy. The suspect, identified as Jeremy Francis Reinman, 45, of Mechanicsville, Pennsylvania, was taken into custody. So good news again that the child was safe. But my goodness, folks, never take that chance. Take your child out of the car with you and never leave your keys in the car.
We've all done it though, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Then again, as Bob said, we were just discussing it in pretty long here about the 4-1 vote for the alderman here. Thursday, the Frederick Board of Aldermen approved the charter amendment allowing non-U.S. citizens to vote in city elections. This change lets anyone who is 18 years of age and older and provides proof of residence in the city of Frederick and does not claim the right to vote in other jurisdictions take part in elections in Frederick City. And the aldermen's talked about it, and you can hear it right here on WFMD.com or the radio station, Free Talk 930 WFMD. And as I said, we're going to try to get some of the aldermen on the show to kind of talk about why they made the decisions they made. Taking a quick look at weather. It's currently rainy outside right now, high of 68 today. And then tonight, rain showers early, becoming more intimate overnight, low around 60. And then tomorrow, overcast with rain showers at times, high 68. Tomorrow night, cloudy skies, early with showers, later at night, and a low of 62 tomorrow. And here's Bob with sports.
Well, it was a great day for the Baltimore Ravens, just not for my Dallas Cowboys, who just got run over by Derrick Henry, 151 yards, 2 touchdowns. Lamar Jackson also accounted for 2 scores. But the Ravens almost tried to give it away in the fourth quarter. They were up 28-6. It wasn't even a game in the first half. Cowboys came back in the fourth quarter to make it at least a little bit interesting, 28-25. KC held on.
Uh-oh.
I think we lost Bob again. Bob, you're going to have to upgrade your speaker system there, my friend. Well, what Bob was saying is that the Jets won on Thursday, and he's very happy. He's saying Jets, 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 Jets. You see that? You can read his lips. And also the Mets won yesterday and are in the hunt for the playoffs. Bob's very happy about that. And he's also not wearing his Cowboys hat because they lost, so he's wearing his Good Morning Frederick hat. That's sports.
Oh, boy. And my Commanders played tonight, and they never win on Monday night. So there we go.
Sorry, Bob.
Oh, my gracious. All right.
Well, there we go. That's the show for today.
Perfect way to wrap up this Monday so far, for sure.
Real quickly, Danny, just want to update again about, because again, it's a hot topic around here. So far in our poll on WFMD Facebook page, 72 votes against it, still none for the alderman's decision as far as non-residents voting. So
Yep. Oh boy. Anyway, well, we'll have to see about this petition. 15,000 is a lot of signatures when the city only has what, 79,000 or something?
Something like that. Yeah. So
yeah. All right. We'll see you guys a little bit later. Have a great day.
Take care now.
Bye. Oh, goodness. It is. Boy, I want to thank Tara. Good morning, Tara Flannery. And appreciate you tuning in this morning. I want to thank Ron English as well. I put his comment up before. He said he needed his wife to figure out how to chat in YouTube. And I appreciate you asking her for that. And we love you for watching. Thank you so much for that, because without you, we are nothing. All right, real quick, we'll get to the giveaways, and then we're going to run right through the rest of this show. All right, if you'd like to win any of these prizes, all you have to do is text the keyword, which is in the highlighted, to 888-465-2944. That's 888-465-2944. We've got those $5 gift cards to the Station Market and Cafe. You can get yourself free coffee if you want, right at the corner of 7th and Benz. We got those 5 Maryland Lottery scratch-offs. We got that Tree Trekkers 3-hour adventure ticket, which is dated good through June of 2025. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Then we're going to be back with all the events happening. We've also got Damaris Jackson to talk about youth entrepreneur opportunities. Kimberlyn Cahill from Life's Work Yoga and Possum Pets. You're going to meet Bo and Meatball. They are bonded kitties, and they're very, very cute. And it's quite fun. I did that one on my own. You'll enjoy it. But that's coming up right after this.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining family beyond compare.
Happening in Frederick. Let's talk about all the events. I wasn't ready for that on my computer, but we're going to talk about what is happening in Frederick right now. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Atlas Wood Floors. They've been serving our area for more than 34 years. They'll do wood floors, luxury vinyl, plank, anything that you can put on your floor they can handle. Give them a call today, 301-948-9663. That's 301-948-WOOD. Or you can go to atlaswoodfloors.net to check them out. Give them a call, get a quote, and you will be very happy that you did. Plus, your floors are going to look amazing. I promise. I promise they will. All right. If you want to know what is happening in this great town of ours, you got to go to the Everything Frederick calendar, which is right now living at promocircus.com. Just click there on the events, and you're going to see this embedded Google calendar coming up with tons of different things happening in our town. If you click on the agenda version right here, that agenda tab, you're going to be able to see everything on an hour by hour basis. Okay. All right. You already missed the Walk a Mile training with Charm City Run. I do believe they have a couple others coming up from now through the Walk a Mile event that we talked about with Jen and Amy last week. That's a great event, and it supports Hartley House. Coming up, let's see. Oh, we're talking about all this week. Look at all our high school sports. I got a bunch of them in for this week. You can check out. Support your local high school athletics. By doing so, you give the school money to be able to do more of what they need to do. You give the athletic department money. Actually, just going to the game, even if you're a senior, I think you get in free. But if you buy stuff from the concession stand, or maybe they have a 50-50 going on, by doing that, you're helping the local school system. You're helping your community. So please get out and see all the local athletics. Tons of events. Again, the Frederick County Public Library has a ton of programming. If you've got young kids at home, you're going to want to check out the FCPL schedule. And we've got a lot of them right here on the calendar itself. Let's see. Oh, tonight, I should have mentioned this when I was back on Monday. Tonight, we have the Board of Education. Why don't I have... Oh my goodness. I don't know why this does this. Okay. Tonight, the Board of Ed, do I not have any? Oh, here. Board of Ed candidate. Today's Board of Ed candidate is Jamie Brennan. If you want to hear more about what Jamie wants to do when she wins a seat for the Board of Education of Frederick County Public Schools, you can watch tonight. We'll be live streaming on all the same platforms we're on right now. It should start about 5:30. If you want to come to the home of Everything Frederick and be live, you can do that as well. Ash, my husband, will be on the comments, though. If you'd like to ask questions while we're live streaming, he'll be monitoring that and answering any question. We'll give those to Jamie, and she'll answer any questions you have. It's really important, even if you don't have kids in Frederick County Public Schools, that you are knowledgeable about the candidates that are running local elections, like we were talking about earlier with the aldermen and their vote. All right, let's see what else we've got. So this is the second to last week for Alive at 5. We've got, yes, the 26th, this Thursday, and next Thursday. That is it for Alive at 5. So if you haven't been this season, you're going to want to go. I hope the weather cooperates for that. Let's move right to Saturday, because Saturday is the Frederick Festival of Flight. You want to meet your Frederick Airport. Tons of fun. The event is free for all to attend. There's so much happening. The event starts at 9. There is a pancake breakfast from 9 to 11. I'm not sure what the cost is for that. There is a remote control aircraft demonstration at 10. Trooper 3, which is Maryland State Police's helicopter, will do a demonstration at 1 p.m. The event ends at 4. You can see the stationary and static aircraft that have confirmed. They've got a bunch of them on there. There's a lot of events for the kids, stuff for them to do. So you're going to want to check that out. It's a great event at our Frederick Airport that is coming up this Saturday. And let's see, Sunday, the 29th is the Pulling for Veterans Flea Market. The Pulling for Veterans Flea Market is from 9 to 3. It is at the farm, the AmVets Farm, located on 144 right next door to Tree Trekkers. So if you want to head to Tree Trekkers, then check out the flea market or vice versa. You're right there all in one place. If you need to get your space, you can email outreach@pullingforveterans.com, just $30. That benefits Pulling for Veterans, and you get to shop and find some amazing items. All right. Some other things we want you to keep on your calendar for coming up. Canines on the Creek, October 26th. We've got Second Chances Road Rally, November 2nd, which is a really, really fun family event. If you have an event you want included on the calendar, email it to everythingfredericklive@gmail.com. And you can, I'm happy to talk about it. Just let me know. All right, we're going to move right to doing good in our neighborhood. Actually, yes, doing good in the neighborhood. Let's get to it. My goodness, here we go. Doing Good in the Neighborhood is sponsored by Antietam World Travel. Travel better with Antietam World Travel Service, your gateway to worry-free journeys. With their extensive network, unmatched experience, and personalized services, you can explore the world with confidence and ease. When you work with Antietam World Travel Service, you get convenience, experience, and connections. Go to AntietamTravel.com now and get started on your dream vacation. Damaris Jackson and I sat down recently to talk about all the opportunities for young entrepreneurs, and there are a couple of them, which is great. One where kids can win a $5,000 grant from the city. Here is Damaris Jackson from Acton Children's Business. All right, I'm at Starbucks on Market Street. I'm with Damaris Jackson. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for inviting me to come.
Of course. So we're heading to City Hall right after
That's right.
this to celebrate National Hispanic Month. Is that what
Heritage Month.
Heritage Month. Hispanic Heritage Month. It starts the 15th to the 15th.
That's correct.
Which is interesting. Can you tell me a little bit of the history of that? Why that is?
The Independence Day for many of the countries in Central America is September 15th or 16th.
Okay.
So I think that's what triggered the 15th mid of the month.
I like that, the 15th to the 15th. It's a
Yes.
little bit different than the 1st to the end, but
Correct.
that's good. I
Yes.
like it. So we're going to head over there. But in the meantime, we're here because the Children's Business Fair is live and ready for
That's-
applications.
Yes, yes.
So how do kids register?
Well, they can go to the Acton's Children's Business Fair, Frederick, Maryland, and then they can just click. It's right there.
Yes.
Registration opens, register.
So you have some of these flyers.
Yes.
So we want the applications filled out completely.
Yes.
And there are a lot of questions the kids need to know the answers to
Yes.
before they can actually submit.
Correct.
Now you opened the applications just a few days ago and you've already got 25 applications.
Yes.
There is only room for 100
100
total
businesses.
businesses.
Yes.
You could have 150 applications, but that means that only 100 are going to be selected.
Correct, and that's why it's important to do a thorough job. The questions are on the website too. If they go to the Q&A section of the website, they can actually see the questions, and I've been printing them on flyers so
Yeah.
that kids also have them ahead of time so that they can think about it. And one of the advice I would give them is to write them down on paper or in their tablet, on computers. Write down all the questions and type their answers. Maybe have an adult go over them,
Right.
so that when they register, they already have everything and they can just do it at one sitting, because you cannot save the application and come back.
Gotcha. You got to do it all at one time. So if your child has an entrepreneurial spirit,
Yes.
this is a great opportunity for them to actually start a business, do the market research, and then actually in November go live on Carroll Creek with their business opportunity.
That's right. It's a wonderful opportunity, yes.
It is excellent. So some of the questions they're going to have to figure out are what product or service they plan to sell, how much are they going to charge people for that, how are they going to cover their startup costs. These are all things most business people have to think about, right?
Correct. It's an actual business.
And they were actually starting a business, which is very cool. And that leads into, earlier we were talking about the city of Frederick is having a startup competition for young people.
That's correct.
Do you know any of the details about that yet?
Yes. So applications actually opened yesterday.
Okay.
And anyone living in Frederick County, they don't need to be city residents but live within the county. They can actually fill out their application. The deadline is October 11th. They're going to select from that application pool some of the people that are going to go and present their sales pitch, like Shark Tank Junior, to a group of judges, and there will be one winner, and the winner will get $5,000 to continue their business, which is a great deal.
That is amazing. I wonder if I can act like I'm under 18 now, because it's for anyone under 18.
Under 18, yes.
Anyone under 18 can
K through
apply
12.
to that. Yes, I love it. I love it. Look, the Acton Children's Business Fair is November 2nd. It's right on Carroll Creek. It's going to be an awesome day for young entrepreneurs. And we want to thank Damaris for bringing it here to Frederick and allowing 100 children's businesses to hopefully thrive and build our future here in Frederick.
Yeah, I want to invite everyone that, is willing to make drawings, create a product, bracelets, art. We had soaps, essential oils, so many people crocheting. So, anything that kids are passionate for, and if I can give them an advice is, think of what am I good at, or what do I enjoy, and then what am I going to sell, and why people need that.
Yeah.
So the why is very important, because I can tell someone, here is this soap.
Yeah.
But what makes it different?
Yes.
Well, it's homemade. It has, natural
All
ingredients.
natural, that's
it won't
right.
dry up your skin.
Yes.
So it's just a soap. You can have many soaps, but you're telling people why they need your soap.
That's exactly right. Kids do need to think about that. And if you've got a child who wants to start a business and they're not sure what they need to do or how they need to do it, I am absolutely available. Please reach out to me. I'm happy to help as much as possible. Damaris is here as well.
Absolutely.
And we would love to help them take that next step to become tomorrow's entrepreneur today. That'd be awesome.
Yes.
Yes, excellent. All right. We thank you guys so much for watching. Look out for the Acton Children's Business Fair. Everyone is welcome to come and shop and check out all the businesses. November 2nd, you are noon to 3.
Correct.
Going on at the same time is the STEM Festival.
The STEM Carnival.
The STEM Carnival, and that is going to go on from 2 to 5?
Correct.
2 to 5 p.m. in the amphitheater area, what would they be able to do there?
It's going to be a lot of different games that different companies are providing, or different nonprofits. And it's hands-on activities, carnival style, but STEM related.
Yes, well, we love that too. So please mark your calendar, November 2nd, downtown Frederick, Carroll Creek, and the amphitheater. Let's celebrate kids starting businesses and experiencing STEM. That's a big one. All right, We'll see you guys next time.
Thank you.
All right, I want to thank Damaris for that. So many great opportunities. I love it. I love it so much that kids are going to be able to learn how to start a business and, be thriving part of our community. All right, getting hungry yet? We're looking for a great place to eat, and I decided to take my mom to Thai Merrick. What did you think?
Oh my gosh, it was just so beautiful. You didn't want to eat it. It was a great presentation, and I tried things I had never tried before. And you walk away just with scrumptious on your mind.
Oh, yeah. So they served us a tea and an iced tea. And none of us are big iced tea drinkers, but it was one of our favorite things, wasn't it?
Oh, it was sweet and light and delicious.
It was. And then the curry puffs, I think they were.
That was one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
It reminded me of something my mother and grandmother used to cook. It was excellent flavor.
Well, if you want excellent flavor, great presentation, I mean to be stuffed, head to Thai Merrick, 1170 West Patrick Street in Frederick, thaimerrick.com. I'm hungry now, I can tell you for sure. All right. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're back with Kimberlyn Cahill from Life's Work Yoga and Possum Pets, sponsored by Pet and Home Care.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Dream Free Art, Frederick's first and only splatter room. New location, new beginner-friendly artful shenanigans for all ages. Come fling paint and make a masterpiece in Dream Free Art Splatter Room, or join us for a fun and unique art experience. Book your next birthday party, corporate event, date night, or family outing at dreamfreeart.com to unleash your inner artist today. Dream Free Art. Free your creativity.
Oh, yes. A&S Construction, a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business located right here in Frederick. A&S Construction specializes in roofing and siding. They do windows and gutters and also patios and decks. And right now, with the rain we're expecting this week, you should check to make sure all your gutters are in good condition. Ours were not. We had some clogs from some leaves and trees and stuff like that. A&S Construction came straight out and put on one of those grates on top of the gutters. That way the water gets through, but the debris does not. I love it. It was affordable. They turned things around very quickly and did great work. They were here on time as planned. Call 301-703-2157 or email info@ansconstruction.net. And don't forget, if you do need a new roof or siding, you get $750 off. Or if you need any roof repairs, you can get $50 off. Just let Sandra know you saw her on Good Morning Frederick. Yes, get all of that taken care of before the winter comes. All right. Kimberlyn is, we got to do, it's the market makers now. Market Makers, sponsored by Dublin Roasters, the Frederick Coffee House fueled by love and positivity. Visit Dublin Roasters at 1780 North Market Street or at DublinRoastersCoffee.com, where you can actually get your coffee shipped right to your front door or order and pick up on Market Street. All right, Kimberlyn is all about intentional solutions to live an inspired life. Her studio is a great space for semi-private classes and online as well. Let's see how she got started. Here is Dr. Kimberlyn Cahill. East Church Street with Dr. Kimberlyn Cahill. Just Kimberlyn is fine. Life's Work Yoga.
Yes.
So I love this little space.
Thank you.
And I don't mean little in a derogatory term. It's very cozy. It's very relaxing. Does everything I'm sure it's supposed to, which is great. How long have you been here?
I moved into this location in the summer of 2020.
Okay.
While everything was shut down.
Wow.
Yeah, so I moved in here because my former lease wasn't going to renew, and so we were shut down in the March of 2020, in which case everything was online anyway. But my kids were home, schooling from home. My husband was home, working from home, and I needed some space.
It's like the ultimate she shed, right?
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Is that I moved in here because I needed to have.
Yeah.
Well, the truth of it came down to is when I was broadcasting my yoga classes, I couldn't control whether or not one of my kids dropped an F-bomb. Or the animals made some background noises.
I
right?
have that
and
issue.
So I was just like, I've got to have some space.
Yeah.
So during that 2 to 4 weeks when we were completely shut down, I was actually broadcasting from the master bathroom in my house. I kid you not, the camera was sitting on the back of the toilet.
I love it.
Because it was the only place that I could regulate how much sound was coming from the rest of the house. And so there was many classes. That was
broadcasting from the bathroom.
And all you could basically see was from here, and I actually like had this drape behind, not this one, but a different drape behind me, so you couldn't see the towel rack, but the acoustics were great.
Yes, exactly. There's a reason people sing in the shower.
Well, and there's a reason that, one of the key things about living yoga is about flexibility, but not about touching your toes. It's about being willing to adapt and to let go of what your expectations and what your requirements are.
Yeah.
And so, all that said, for the first few months, I was here by myself. I had all of this space for me.
Yeah.
There's second floor, there's a studio space, there's 2 bathrooms, but all of that for me until we were able to start bringing folks back in.
Yeah.
So.
How long have you been doing yoga?
Since 2011, full time.
Okay.
Yeah, I started my yoga practice in 2009, and I came to yoga really out of desperation. I had taken a bike ride and fell off.
Oh.
And so I dislocated my shoulder, and I gave myself a concussion with some traumatic brain injury, and so I was on bed rest for over a year.
Holy cow.
Yeah. And so now remember, this is on the 10-year anniversary of having ridden my bike across country. So I'm not a beginner cyclist.
Yeah.
I just
And back up a little bit to tell our audience that you rode 5,000 miles on a bike.
Yes, self-contained, meaning I carried my gear, I carried my tent. I lived in a tent for 4 months, stopping at state campgrounds and public campgrounds. The last part of that journey was in the mountains, the mountains of North Carolina. And it was cold in October. So that was a transition between my work in higher education and transitioning over to what I thought was going to be greener in corporate America. Now fast forward, right, and that's when we come to the bicycle accident, and that's what really shifted my life's work.
Yeah.
Right? So the life's work is a play. It's an English play on a Sanskrit word, dharma, which means what is your life's work? What is your purpose? And so life's work yoga became my purpose, not only to heal my own body and mind, when I was so incapacitated, and I've been incapacitated since with other kinds of surgeries and things, but that accident really taught me that my headspace wasn't a safe space. There's a lot of judgment, there's a lot of criticism, there's a lot of grief and sadness, disappointment. And so the yoga practice then was an invitation from my friend that brought me to yoga and said, I know you can't do anything. And I literally couldn't because I was so wounded. But I fell in love with the possibilities and the way in which I could be enough without having to do anything perfectly.
Yeah,
And so that became my signature, is just in the sense that we tease around here, but all you gotta do is show up. We provide everything else, and as long as you're breathing, everything else is optional.
Yeah, that's great.
So,
I can do that.
Right? Exactly.
Right?
It's not about touching your toes. It's not about, folding in half. It's about having the practices that are rooted in self-care, Danny.
Yeah.
Right? That help us to live better. And it took me, I'm 50-something now. I can't actually keep track, but I'm 50-something now, and it took me 35, 40 years to figure out that what I had learned about pushing and striving and getting shit done was not really helping me in the long run.
Yeah.
So having
really
to
interesting.
reframe all that.
Yeah. And so you do classes here?
Yep, semi-private group practices, which means we have a maximum of 8 students. We do both virtual, meaning they can dial in live through our app, or they can attend in person in the studio. So I've got students that I have students that have joined us internationally as well as across the nation, particularly during the COVID time.
Yeah.
Because of the access now
Sure.
that we have with
Yeah, and
digital.
it's great.
It
I
is
mean,
great.
technology can be very good and useful.
But there's nothing like the shared space,
Yeah.
right? And having someone who is seasoned and really invested in this practice to help you notice what you can't yet notice about how your body is moving, breathing, and resting.
Yeah, yeah. What is, having gone on this literal journey for you and come here, what is your advice to people who might be in the midst of kind of that journey themselves?
I think we're all in a journey, and I call it shift, right? In the sense that life is the journey of learning how to navigate those shifts. And so it really does begin with finding that sense of compassion as opposed to competition.
Yeah.
And then from there, I think it really does help to have a guide, someone who has walked the path. And so show up and breathe.
Yeah.
Trust that if you give the attention, whatever you give that attention to is going to grow.
Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing. And it's great advice for every day, for everything. And
that's just it.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter if it's just, a change in jobs, a change in your age, a change in your season, a change in your favorite color.
Yeah.
All of those are a navigation of letting go of what's no longer true for you,
Yeah.
embracing what is, and then moving in the direction of what actually matters. And finding that sense of core alignment.
Yeah.
That's what I call transparent alignment.
Yeah. Fabulous advice. If you'd like to try a class, whether online or in person, Life's Work Yoga, I'll make sure the URL's on the screen for you. They can reach out, schedule an appointment, talk to you further. Stop by. This is such a cute place. And we wish you all the success in the world and hope that
Danny.
this journey fulfills everything you hoped it would.
It already is.
Yeah, I see that. All right, thank you guys
you.
for watching. We'll see you next time. That was great. I match her drapery in the back there. I love it. All right, let's move along.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
All right, it's now time for Possum Pets, sponsored by Pet and Home Care. They're hiring for pet sitters and kennel techs. Listen to these benefits: 40 hours PTO each year, 401k matching, flexible schedule, full-fledged employee. You're not a 1099 subcontractor. Go to petandhomecare.com and click on careers today. Pet and Home Care. Oh my gosh, wait till you see these bonded kitties.
Frederick County Animal Shelter and Good Morning Frederick proudly present Possum Pets. Sponsored by Pet and Home Care. Now let's meet today's adorable adoptable pet.
All right, I am flying solo at Frederick County Animal Control today. Both Sean and Bethany are off. I look like I'm on a green screen, but I'm in the kitty cabana. Oh, this is Bo. Bo is 10, and he has his brother, which I'm going to show you, Meatball, an orange and white kitty. They're both boys. The orange and white, oh, not brothers. They're just bonded pair. This is Bo. Hi, Bo. Hi, baby. Oh, my goodness. You look pretty good for 10. Oh, my goodness. How sweet. And what do you do? You're a big boy. Hi. Oh, Bo. All right. You're 10 years old? You're more curious than your bonded friend, your brother, really, from another mother. Oh, yeah, because Meatball just crawled underneath one of the beds here. All right, so Bo is 10. Meatball is 4. Meatball is shyer and more reserved than Bo, and Meatball relies on Bo to feel comfortable. Oh my gosh, they're a bonded pair. Both cats are male. All right, the total adoption fee for both cats, $135. That includes a $40 discount because Bo is over 10, and a $20 discount for adopting 2 cats. The adoption fee always includes neutering, microchipping, routine vaccinations, preventatives, a vet wellness visit, and Frederick County cat license. Okay, so here's the deal. The cats were relinquished by their owner because she felt she could no longer afford to care for them. That makes me so sad if that's really the case. They're very sweet, both of them. Now, Frederick County Animal Control does offer a pet food bank for people having a hard time to feed their pets. Participants can receive food once a month. If you need more, then they can provide. There are other groups that also have pet food banks. And Frederick County Animal Control can provide information if needed. Now, you can go to visit fcac.as.me. Come on. Hi, baby. Come on up. Oh, he's a good boy. Visit fcac.as.me, or you can call 301-600-1564. If you are interested in these guys, he is so sweet. Bo is very, very sweet. Oh, you're gonna do what Remy does. You give it a little love bites. Oh my goodness. So you got Bo and Meatball. They're bonded pairs, so you have to do 2. What is with the biting? Are those the little love bites? Those the little love bites? I know. You're so sweet. I hear you. I know. Goodness gracious, I'm getting attacked. This is the kitty cabana though, and you can come hang out, sit with the cats. There's this little chair in here. What do you want? Oh my. I know. You okay? What do you want? You got itchies? Oh my goodness. And poor Meatball's just underneath. Meatball's just underneath the chair. Oh, I see you. I know. What's wrong? Do you have itchy ears? Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh goodness. Visit fcac.as.me. Come on in and see these adorable bonded male cats. Bo is 10. Meatball is 4. I think they'd be great for your home. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. You think I almost came home with those cats? I didn't, but yes. Thank you for putting up with my pet talk voice. All right, coming up on tomorrow's show, more of Bob and Chris from WFMD's Morning News Express. We've got Wisdom and Wellness presented by Village Crossing, and Dr. Allison Bamba, a local licensed psychologist who specializes in children, adolescents, and young adults. They are all on the show tomorrow. Tell a friend about Good Morning Frederick. Remember, we only have about 75 more subscribers that we need to get to 1,000. That is a coveted space for YouTube. We need to try to get there. We've got 1 week to do it. Come on, let's get out there. Let's be great, Frederick. Think we can do it? I think we can.